This is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Boadu TV. So you best say why your first time no subscribe it. Na ye nyina like video in your comment and to comment section. We na ya share ya all social media platforms so. Na your friend is saying ye Mussah Dankwah. Why Sabi na Sabi na why no tie. Bawumia 57.4%. Kennedy why 29.3. Hey, adenamfa. Na Kennedy campaign team member kasa Brother Champo campaign team member kasa engineer Ken Agyapong omo nyina kasa akire wo reaction towards Mussah Dankwah ondo so ya enfum say nyina enim so ya enfum akonti o ye send this befa o mafa straight and ya figures no pepe sa moro so ketu e bia ne beka ketu bi na edu but yenya botre ni tie savene mu nsam ye galamse bia so waye ni tie ni.
I believe we're different. Ibisa almost has galamse gotten worse and I say the same. And I say don't know. Majority of among them didn't say it hasn't gotten worse at the time.
Oh, okay.
At the time.
Okay.
And you send another one view to see say perception as and I say sanity that one I can't tell. But the first one it was around April. And most people didn't say it had gotten worse.
In April this year,
yes.
Now man for you say I worse cry.
I think there was sentiment.
I see.
By a coin that wasn't the case.
So then this mishaps about mujumedimu. When you talk to the people, this is what they are saying. When you go to the grounds, and am I different? Why?
Look, you're not gonna focus the whole country. You're not gonna be a baby to get them see. So a month for a dream different from wherever they are. Galamsey. Oshe omo galamsey how pa omo TBD to galamsey. Yes.
Omo how omo pa
no. Omo T areas are into galamsey.
Ena omo aseng how omo no.
Omo to galamsey.
Why?
Omunya direct economic benefit from the mining activities. So businesses, jobs, or they call employment in the fields. You know, say direct beneficiaries of what is going on. But the environmental consequences, is felt outside where they live.
I see.
What you say, if you are insurance, say insurance etnia kwa abidushama. But if you know one neighbor.
Okay.
Inti wa mutishama no shama yen to galamsi ho.
I see.
But if you know how it's road eba. So the effect different places. And it affect water bodies and water stability levels go higher while when water bill because through. So I know your sentiments are man for my reflective overall.
But Mama Mussah wo. Ye ndi komo general. Enti omote galamsey communities no. Bibia strike almost say whatever economic benefit on benyano ain't mean cure yarea ebeba almost for the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years. Omonim.
I think omonim.
They know,
yes. They know.
Very interesting.
Just that almost feel say I don't know who actually
10 years no to my mini been there.
Exactly. So and also kahona that kind of less
but recently I'm out for raising concerns about traditional leaders. I him for no na high in this I him for no moi na ye unko Do you agree with that?
Look, to fighting galamsey without a him. I mean, land no. Say as mercy dear. A jaboot was assassinated. We assassinated. See, two girls say, as a qua, a two girls also. So they are accomplices.
Really? But almost on a boundary.
So I must say, I'm not going to
But then, which means we have a whole lot on our hands to fight.
Now we have to get very, very serious, very, very brutal, and maybe we must make some people some mechanism for a sacrificial lamb.
You know, now, because unim chief. Now, somewhere last year or last 2 years, or hinibi, or 2 4 pam or hinibi.
Yes.
And yana almost were involved in galamsey, or 2 4 no crama BNI 4 year. Tinami Busam say, or 2 4 in the traditional job away. Into abandon to me picking it up.
And follow up.
And follow up and deal with.
Abandon can do it. Why haven't they done it? It means Otunfo has established prima facie case against him.
Yes.
So what's the state doing?
I don't think the state is interested in such matters. Because like Konongu say, in 2023, your friend is ahim for no. Konongu ahim for no. A press conference. Can you imagine what he now mention a particular name that this guy Adia or Tikroma or ye ni. But I say Obia.
I mean, we have kind of simple. We have the security. We have national security. Omunim BPR.
They know.
And they Puma in Momuyo.
They know.
If they can pick somebody on TikTok, why can't they pick them? Say yes. Kingpins.
No, maybe Ebiana a TikTok no it's easy to track the person.
Hey. Kingpins no more. They will be anymore. Kingpins one.
You may know the person, but you may not have an evidence. You see, picking somebody is different from.
No, you don't pick the person straight away. You mount surveillance, and I remember.
Yes.
From the surveillance, look, I have lived in Germany before.
Okay.
And there was a guy behind almost was under surveillance. Now, I mean him eja. Be our free.
Uko hustling kakra.
You couldn't feed the beer every mostly Fridays.
Muko say ni panifie.
Every Fridays be one in after Juma prayer, near alcohol. Look, these guys mounted camera. Oh, Diasu, I want him. I few in the doorsteps. Yeah, Konya Bangina, and you
Huh?
Oh, yes. But so you wanted to then I'm already, you know, already a time I'm just and they caught all of them. Look, they showed pictures of almost Tracy guy for 4 years, or Hong Kong, or Amsterdam.
No, Abba.
Only in number of pictures, images. He couldn't deny anything.
I don't ready now. Wow.
I think they know say about time we are bahono
mobile
but time do one bahono home business.
Okay, all right. So Makaz says, will you kindly ask Mr. Mussah Dankwah to speak into the microphone? His voice is very far from the mic. Thank you. All right, thank you, Makaz. We'll work on it anyway. But go straight to Juma Yawoye Global Info Analytics. But tell us, the last release here, why with the MPP one and the best 30. What is the basis?
Look, MPP then twofold. Overall, in the Ghana for by 9,500 and Kasai. across 83 constituencies in all the 16 regions. And it became a simple question. So why and now Mufi say Odi MPP my baby? Who do you prefer to lead MPP?
Yeah.
Among Ghanaians.
Yeah.
And do no say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Then Ken Agyapong. And you have Brian Champong, you have Educhum, and Ken Agyapong.
Okay.
So the choices were very clear. But Ghana won't talk about any MPP presidential primaries. But if I say where the country is looking,
okay,
and more importantly, also party for one Kasano MPP for no, why no pen?
Okay,
and then it will be useful to see say, okay, what about NDC for no? Why no munyanka or more pen? Because sometimes no, will be at least a back critical, they can vote for that person. If you saw her or will be out in the bar, a ben fala, so only a very cagey, so he was also oversee. But the most important block is floating voters. On your NDC ni, on your MPP ni, into me nada o, can't they all nakumaso? He prefers say he will lead this party. It doesn't necessarily mean say about to do what Zinchina or Betramano. But Phyllis say or probably a preferred choice that he thinks he can rally behind.
Okay, so which means Semetiwasi ya MPP we are dealing with no. And yet MPP from Kwan necessarily and now no Makasai and I say MPP delegates now no Makasai, but Ghana and Libya, so probably it can be say NDC Nikura.
Oh yes. Okay, if you report now, it will segment be a Gana 5 journal a daddy. And a segment be there a MPP delegate in Kwan, MPP de Nkwa Yensa.
Okay.
And this is for the delegate no Yamfantuja, we do something for all by Yamfantuja.
Okay.
But you share MPP for Lankasak. Or MPP candidates no. Why now a man for say Naka Odi partner anymore Kabeye a best a befata
MPP for Nkwa.
Yes, in fact, we fair report now. Yeah, the MPP support is adving a 2 in chain.
Yes.
And then the NDC for adving a 2 in chain. And now Oma Moye floating so imagine adving a 2 in chain. Into share Oma almost see Omoye MPP 4.
Yeah.
4. And most 69% say Bawumia Mope. 69%. And more 24 say Kennedy. 3% Educhum. 2% Brian Champong, 2% Ken Agyapong, MPP for Nkwa.
Okay.
So by NDC for no 51% Omo pe Bawumia.
NDC for
51.
Come again.
NDC for Omo pe Bawumia 51%.
They prefer
Bawumia.
As to whether Pepomu or Bonimu.
We don't know.
You don't know their intentions.
We don't know their intentions.
But Mussah question to us. So what is your intention as an NDC member? What is your intention?
And let's Obi Ajuma.
You Obi Ajuma.
Obi Ajuma.
In the NDC for say 51%. I see.
And 32% say Ompe Kennedy. 6% Epe Educhum. 6% Brian Champong. And 5% Ken Agyapong. But we share floating voters are.
Yeah.
Floating for no 53 say Ompe Bawumia.
Omunia. How do you determine such people? Looking at the current situation we have in Ghana.
Okay. Say no bon komo we are. Na e bisa wo say about 2 times so party ben utatuma. Oh.
Okay.
Utatuma NDC. And we NDC affiliate. Or me to my MPP. MPP. We do sometimes to my NDC, sometimes to my MPP.
Depending on the weather.
So we am a floating voter. We say, oh, me a PPP, me a GUM, me a say, and me other political parties.
Okay.
And I no on so MPP ni pa na NDC ni ba on country o ka se men country with a film no not disclose.
Okay. Okay.
But so Ashanti region na or say on country work, you can tell whether he's an MPP guy and not NDC
guy
by analyzing further or no why where ethnic group being. So we are kindly now Ashanti Memua, why no through?
Okay. How do you think they take?
A balance and Abia or ferry. So when you can know I think my YouTube group it be affiliated also for security reasons on country.
Because in the first place, Granny be on phone to him
exactly.
Okay.
No phone quite easy. Phone easy.
But one more face to face on car.
And the on car.
Okay.
On the on car.
I see.
So voters also on car. We say one here be MPP because voter we and this new voter why now through. So depending on baby or one, you can figure out what kind of person he is.
I see. Okay. So back to the MPP one, which means. With the MPP, no more conduct the Ghana phone in on who should become the flag bearer for MPP.
Correct.
And more conducting within the MPP delegates.
Yes.
So within the MPP delegates, no Bawumia is doing 69.
No, and a different way. MPP supporters.
Supporters.
Yes.
Okay. Bawumia is doing 69.
9%. Yes.
69.
Yes.
Okay, and Kennedy 24. All right, so viewers, various analysis in your penny Mussah Dankwah no ato your page as and when ubet me apeke so that those who fear ubet me I shall the cry also. All right, and dear moya a brother one no ya no so you say for the MPP. Except Baku MPP supporters.
Yes.
And about also it cuts across.
Yes.
There cuts across when you say.
And no everybody Bawumia 57.4%.
57.
Okan Obia de Boumwa. He gets 57.4% of total support.
In Ghana. And Kennedy
29.3.
29.3.
And then 6% the rest. Mostly 2 hospitals.
Oh, okay. But why is Ken Agyapong Brian Champon performing so low? I won't say so bad. Be bad, you'll be good. But because of it is a Ken Agyapong, you say Ken Agyapong was system in match. He has been one of the big wigs in MPP. Leading figures looking at Brian Champon influence during the 2020 elections and even going into 2024. The two, aren't you?
Look, you started from Ken Agyapong.
Yes.
In politics and in Ghana here, so who take a back seater who fade out.
Politics in Ghana.
Yes. The moment you go to the backstage, to come back into the limelight, it's very difficult. About 75% or more of them 44 years and below.
Okay.
When was the last time Ken
Agyapong
was actively in politics?
About 2024, no, he came into.
No, he came in, but in terms of when he was very active. 2015,
no.
Before they lost the. Before party.
Yeah, that was around 2013, 2014.
So he became a backbencher.
Yeah.
How many years in that calculate here?
2013 to now, I think 10 or 11 years. Yeah, also.
So said also.
Yes. A decade.
Absolutely.
Everyone.
How many of these young voters remember those days?
Mm.
And the same thing is affecting the NDC guys, the big guys are putting naturally. Almost fade out.
I see.
A phenomena that say if they don't see you every day, you are done.
Okay.
Because anything on better history. No. they want to see what you have done with their own as Yagani.
Yes, but first age group noa. Young fans say more within 20-30s. Yes, Ken Agyapong active maybe will be 15 years. So they won't MPP Nino. Or Edino ranks a bell.
Look.
And Yeko 2024 Otisimu or Baba stage in so Eeii Bawumia and Enam.
Say you know Panabemu, not for them.
Yes.
You see, Edino,
yeah,
it doesn't resonate with general voters.
They consider him as an old force.
Yes. Who has not been in the forefront of the party except when there was the campaign time.
Yeah.
People know him.
It's easy.
Yeah. People know him.
Yeah.
His useful nature, he is in their faces.
Yeah.
And we and Kolaswa, maybe on social media handles. So they see what the current, they don't see the past.
I see. But I would say Ken Agyapong, outside of Beko race, no. So man for your research man. So they should know this. But I didn't know more insist we will go.
And they been the can answer that. But you see, not everybody enters a race to win.
Onto a bambay.
No, people have another secondary motive why he wants to be in the race.
Why Juma Wiache? What are some of the motives? Not in relation to Kabna, but in general terms. What are some of the motives?
This next election, any target, he's looking ahead 32.
Well, this is 65, you know. What is this thing? The next two.
Messi Ubuha Mamoni Ding.
And I make in general terms.
Yeah, so people want to contest now so that Umudin begin to shine for the next battle ahead.
60 years.
Will be in class.
Me wa papa da fobi na odi 73 years. Na say we need dim ko na. Kwara na me say da. Eyi me kwaso mpai bobi o. Na sofo no say me future is bright pa. Who's when 73? Na me say no man. O ko mpai what ever. We say sofo bi central region wo. Na me say no man 73 come. Home me pa cho. Ori akodem le ko home. O kwabna hwe. Almost a baby be who and so maybe anyway, but me will challenge with Kwabena Dieno. Obia send message say MPP Nibia send message say he think Ken Agyapong should go for the chairmanship, position, not flag bearer. But Obi to say Brian Champong unresonating with the youth.
Look, Bawumia is a formidable figure.
Yes.
And so is Ken. So where
but between Ken and Kennedy, it appears so or appear like youthful, image out there.
No, Brian is very young, relative to Ken Agyapong.
So how come?
Younger than, but you see, the likelihood of him winning, for some people, are very distant. So you rather back people who are likely going to be competitive.
And then Kennedy is competitive. Not Brian is competitive.
Hey,
it beats my
showdown.
Showdown.
Look, showdown is a very big figure. Well, we're building himself over the years, and he's also been,
with what?
Look, nothing at all. You always hear him speak about certain issues. So he's on the face of people. Either he's making them happy or he's annoying them. But he's there. He's out there. So the first time we saw Brian.
Sir, please, is that all that politics demands? That just show your face out there?
Look. You must first be a name or a household name that people recognize. Then you can tell them what you can do. you can have all the knowledge in this world with him. Few. That is why not many competent people win elections.
Okay. You can be competent.
Yes, but you don't win an election. You haven't sold yourself in a way, say people would like you to vote for you.
And yeah, had trend, no. And I say in general terms, I'm a politics here.
I think generally that's how politics.
So which means this issue about any idiot can become a political leader. Is it true?
To some extent, there's some element of truth in it.
Any idiot can become a leader.
They said there's element of truth in it because there are people who should not be winning any election, but they win elections.
But also data no and scale that when an idiot is able to maneuver his way or her way through to become a political leader, a president, or you're scared, say no. Yes,
if you believe in true democracy and you know what that means, and yes, sometimes in your say because it's my language.
Yeah.
We need what it takes, but we don't know. We think he's smart, he's clever, he's everything. Now with this kind of winning election, the same thing.
But
we have to find a way of fighting it back or fighting back against that.
Because last year I share about the way our voters are thinking and why MPP is not attractive to a school for B and why NDC is becoming attractive. And it's still school for to me and okay, this guy, the way of thinking or just popularity popular.
Not really. Well, sometimes say who you are. Say what to say, you can kind of masquerade and get away with it. But sometimes your utterances will expose you.
But between you and I, we know Kennedy. But between you and I, we know Mr. Ken Agyapong, some of his utterances, not all, some, which may be the rational person will think, say, oh, the utterances need be now too disturbing. And yet they will to me garner such support.
No, look, a man for to about with just one single issue. Or so many 3, 4, 5 issues, but could be what are important to him.
But you should,
Ibia or Phyllis Ibia, Numa, enemy here, and I also say, will be Juma, you bow, will be a Juma manful.
See, I don't know any trump card.
No trump card. Will be so over because I don't like the way he speaks onto Mano because of that. But who a man for sure, there are other issues that I know, and yet near all trances. Our indigenous home, there are trouble. The question is how many people are voting based on his utterances? Not many. Judging from what he gets in the primaries, no.
Yes. But let's look at.
But look, for Trump, for example.
Yeah, Donald
Trump.
Yes.
Look at things he said before he got elected again. So there are reasons why people vote for certain candidates.
Not just me pacho when they make friend into Makakra, idiotic voters no African when we were looking at what happened in America.
Well, they're everywhere.
Baby more.
Yeah, no, we don't call them idiotic. There are certain issues they consider very important. How?
And some trivial.
Yes, some trivial. Ibuwa is racism. Ibuwa is all sort of things play. Any single issues.
But with Dr. Bawumia, 4, 5 candidates we raise issues about the competence. Or more than the call the elections. Or also the Trump card is about the economy. And MPP for no more challenging the way I didn't jigu one and so how come the grassroots are able to still believe that he has what it takes to lead the party and lead the party into victory and govern the country?
That one I can't answer you because myself, I can't speak on their behalf. But look, every party and in the base and the way the base think. So it depends on how the base process this kind of issues and how they can debate on it. But if you can say ABI, you know, he made an excuse for himself, say he wasn't in charge of things. Now I'm on for and you know, so some believe in what he said, the excuses he gave, and they are going with it.
That's the grassroots.
Yes. And Musumo believe say it's been well marketed. So more than a copy very much easier. So that one they be actually on the telephone. Oh, you didn't did that. You know, and that is really working for him.
Oh, yeah, so which means you move it, you know, it works more than maybe your the competence.
It depends on the delegates. So delegates are very conservative. MPP delegates, no.
Yes.
Are very conservative. If it is no, the but younger delegate, have sentiment, you know.
But MP for the do you see the youth tilting towards Bawumia? And I say older people.
Generally, the youth treat towards Bawumia.
In the party.
Yes, in the party. Even across the country, all the or no any other candidates who are the youth go to Bawumia.
Okay, other candidates that Ken Agyapong, Kennedy, and Brian Champon, and others.
And I think relatively they see him as younger than Kennedy. So he gets that advantage.
Sure.
Among the youth.
I see. All right, Maminya Jumawe Emra. So it's a conversation, and Dr. Dexon Adomako Kisi, former MP, and Yaso to my spokesperson for Dr. Brian Champon campaign team. Minya Akwaba. Onia Doc. So many Unia Penny Mussah Dankwah studio, and you didn't come more about current survey. Or the about on MPP flag bearership. Same with NDC issues also or the about, but because of where you stand, what would be to say maybe you are following the discussion, the things you want to pick out from the discussions.
All right. Let's share with you for the Dedikai major Proverbs 4:7 a month. I'm saying all things seek wisdom. On a very personal note, and then Mussah Dankwah Amayate says, the reports no a fixed dates are the year service, irrespective of party no a situation, which is nice. But the key thing here is research, one I feel is premature. And one key thing, because unfortunately, MPP nomination, almost kasi MV akutia and sana yakofum. And the offer new entrants I Dictum, Dr. Brian Champon, to some extent, Kobna Agyapong. The new entrants, any chance to touch the base at all. And see, Memphis away a preliminary assessment. So, which means that it puts all the new entrants at a disadvantage. Because almost Trabano in TA omenum and some. I think the truest picture ever out when we've been able to engage the 276 constituencies, or even 3/4 of the total country, which is 276. In Timeno, Madrin Kakran said, this is before the referee whistles there in Tumika. So, I think early days yet. We'll take it on face value, sir. And sana yebe shas deno ya hodinye they call ekono. Ghana and Africa politics so there. Mitiana enyema to me edane. Aha. I think sir yebe ma yera.
But quick one. Minchano, ye competition mu and oko competition mu what the or statistics echo. So from where you guys sit, what are you seeing with the chances of Dr. Brian Agyapong?
Well, I think earlier on I made a very serious commentary, sir. You're a DMB. Some of the people that supported him heavily are now part of the race. Namikasana, men can't just tikafemu, but men can't. Obi to say Dr. Brian Agyapong may honor them called DMB. So as I say, so there are many others. Omuye DMB no, largely because of one person or the other. It's to say, the numbers on nine just by virtue of omo eso acting. Whether you like it or not, sample educhumu votes are na enye about quote unquote ebia nipa 100 b. If I say so nibi by virtue of the numbers, already when 3 people are not common with at least be there, then you lose out on even they themselves their votes and their home votes. On a very personal note, there's also government appointees almost to abano by virtue of one to with the Nyama peak also. Naturally, whatever era DMB so better. Now, in addition, so your fat to your huswa yet delegates was almost 7 regions. Here are one conference when we need one conference in 7 regions. Which
but Doc, you're not enough to convince MPP support base Yamutuaba.
Oh, enough because there are many factors that you better consider. In the history of MPP, Yenya Obia second in command for 16 years. Abada Akodi in choosing. Nobody has ever been in that position.
Mussah Dankwah say the issue with Yenimno every titino and I say ready Yenimno a play Emma Dr. Bawumia. And the figures are all who know. You know that Emma figures elsewhere.
Oh, Nyamutro, because the report near about from 10, 60% plus now no one. And yes, of course.
Yes, and, but at least he's leading.
Oh, that's and I make us say, yene almost see a hene to a hene cry. You know, monsters ending it. It'll be interesting to say yang new entrant. You be surprised that the waba kono ADN now. What am I say? Overtaking is allowed. You nane crack no sana mekano. When you make it to is only a matter of time. Aka mitia edaenim. Moma new entrants no son call house to house be. Na by December muhono. Or yes, every nanny I say, I didn't be pie, and I say, lead no gusu wa, Biam Bang, Yera, DMB. That's what I'm saying. Indeed, we know, men pese, ye tumika, Eka, and Sambia, Yamaris done it. Say, no, that 47% a beer by a COVID by Juno Biu. But we know by December, then I think I'll be very happy to see, sir, the new survey, no, kusi saying.
Okay. Okay. Wonderful.
I really think that sometimes, to say, polls, are being weaponized to sway people. It makes sense in terms of Mussah Dankwah, because there's a machinery here you suppose not to sway. And the man Donald Trump can say be wary of some of these machinations, because but how it is carried out can be done in a weaponized way. And we are mindful of all of these things.
Yeah, but no, quick one. And then but we didn't come away by looking at Mussah Dankwah and a track record over some period now. And Kawu Tunefwa, Kabe Tunefo, so we survey now on your day of sending him personally, and I say my unpublished. And what would be your advice?
I think, sir, he knows how Fitch and all of these other indices, to say S&P more Ayomijma, and I can tell him categorically, sir, when people were ranked with AA levels, overnight they could go to junk. And I mean, he knows. We're talking about world-class level polling, world-class level indices. So as I said, he knows, sir, there can be a glitch or glitch at any point in time. I think that I'm a student of Warren Buffett, and based on my experience with Warren Buffett, we don't do day-to-day excitement. I think, sir, as I say, the polling, is becoming almost used to influence elections, and when people see it that way now, integrity of it now, a bit questionable.
So you advise Oria on farmer interest parties, secretly without leaking it out.
I wouldn't say secretly, but I think, sir, I can almost tell you, sir, there are many other research work coming out of KUST and the University of Ghana, political science. What is the difference? How come somebody and yet all this noise in the media domain? Is somebody pushing the agenda too hard? He should be wary of that, because sometimes as an institution, the harder you work, the harder you fall. I'm only being a bit cautious. We look at all of these things with some caution.
I hear. But yes, when in the report,
high up, and then Donald Trump surprised there. You told me that you're primary, but politics is politics.
Okay.
And we're in Africa. Into the nuances, the changes. I mean, I didn't excuse me to say, Napo will not be vice president to Eeii Bawumia anymore. That alone can even change dynamics.
Okay.
You and I don't know.
Sure.
Or we can also hear that they are going to be pairing this and this. That can also change dynamics.
Great one.
Based on my experience in African politics, a day is like 1 week.
Marty.
And anything can happen.
Can happen, all right. Doc.
We appreciate this. We'll use it as a baseline. You may use it as a preliminary finding, because I feel now you're quite pro.
Marty, may that be Doc. Kasa. Good luck.
All right.
So back to the studio, and Mussah. So Okansembi Womua strike me. Or more abanoye January next year, but also in course say it was September, October, November, December. Things can change.
Bubi, I'm still surprised people are still taking this as predictions.
Okay.
I'm surprised. It means they are not going to say.
Okay.
Obekaya 2024 elections poll no, it shall say that in 2022. And they call the last November. November, I said the second week no. Any last predictions.
Yes.
So based on the work we have done, we don't see anything changing. So what we have said would manifest.
Okay.
The area by any predictions, a ordinary counting of voices in a double things, and almost see as soon as no more. In the next month, 2, 3, 4 months,
it can change.
It can change. So I don't see why they are fighting this giddy.
No, but obviously, I would believe we say because of your credibility and Juma, why you know it me a sway a man for agony.
Bobby,
sir,
let me use Akwatia for example.
Yes.
Does poll sway the vote? Akwatia, you can say NDC being 53% something. Now that's the poll plus or minus 1.5% margin of error. Right?
Yes.
Nanga poll no sway a month wa nanka NDC being 60 or 70%. But poll you say a month will say on say you coin no sa no moto no
53
and so be advi ambeka 53 and 77.
Okay.
So the polls just confirm what people are telling you. It doesn't sway anything. In the past, our politicians have used the poll to sway.
Okay.
They have used the polls to sway. But in Kolama you don't sway them with polls. Absolutely. Look, you the last election. Your poll said Mama will be on 54%. Obviously, they are big. Bawumia will be on 49%. I don't know poll no answer a man for a man Bawumia winning. So yes, why didn't that poll sway people and allow Bawumia to win? No, the poll just confirms what people are going to do, plus or minus the margin of error. You call anybody saying 54% plus margin of error of 2%.
Yeah.
I 56. Mama 60. Well, that's 60. Yes, so the poll was correct. The poll was just counting a man from Samuel. And not a man will be answers. A comedy war. No, so over 2 at Yamia. Opinion poll and who will be.
That means it's an
so it doesn't make sense. Omunyai can naiti. Say, incantate, you know, Rolling time, nobody pose. Yes, be do at the next time. And there,
won't be fine, yes, sir.
A man from go TikTok X. What do you pull dada home?
On Tiasia that.
On wouldn't there koso. And it doesn't matter how you spin the propaganda. Say Paul Mahama of 82 and Fano Betutiano.
So tell us, which means prediction about time base since they are going in January 2020.
The last poll about January. The last one interview no December. Not report number January, but because January move before the election, you better say another one for MPP delegate Nunkwa, and then back a week before the elections.
Not just you know the
and you can clear path because we lose win. We Yankas we and I we win no. And do that time on a week before the MPP primary now. You better catch it all. Why we win and with what percentages?
I see. But when Emma or more figures it puts them in a very
that is the
tight corner. They become jittery.
That is the reality of life. Ekotwaba mikaika meusano. Your brothers be a polling agent Emma General Eski. Omukwa no menya zero. I was watching a review. Na me hear a radio. And on board results no. And I don't know who in GBC or see General SK and his little numbers. Or see vague numbers. Vague no.
I'll come back to you. And Tete on your Facebook page says Mr. Mussah Dankwah is a true poster. Unlike some people we have known in the past. Dr. Kîllś, instead of taking the SWOT analysis, which will be of beneficial to your candidates, you are here speaking grammar. The end will justify the means. Okay, so spokesperson for Dr. Yao said Yao Ora Yao Poku Mensa Peso Chipin. But Uncle Yao, over Yao Akaba.
Over making sure, bro.
Boko there, over Yao.
Yamiada Roma, the Christian, Ohoyana, Mussah Dankwah.
So, which means obviously you are following your discussions. More opinion on this research work. To say,
Ghana for
all right, MC losing the kakra, so we'll get back to the NDC the end of Baba NDC the also other as also
and food
for the food
and I'm going for you.
Oh,
it is Nikake.
And yeah, what to be that?
Oh, me da papa. Maybe the former 5 minutes, mother. Mentioned. Oh,
wouldn't help me.
No, I really don't have any pressure.
I see. Anyway, Sawanu says, let him conduct President Mahama for third term. Now, you said okay. So, Ebenezer Mukhtar says, my own NDC must get 40% because they lied to us that they are coming to fight corruption and jail MPP criminals. Now, baby, okay, so Samuel says they normally used Ben Evson to do those nonsense for Kofo. Say anyway, that's your opinion, and you're entitled to it. Finally, on this MPP, so which means say you will start another work in December.
In fact, every month, a tracking monthly. In fact, next month. Another MPP delegate delegate.
Just uzumi on
Yes.
I see. All right. Okay. Thank you, me pacho. Okay. So quick one. Over now.
Wafa.
I'm say wa humanity koye. So ubeti atwaso.
Yo. Na yeah, welcoming any third party survey bia bebia. Ajani nyina aka ho na ma agro na yede. Nemu de important to us. Any the any what the actual polls at the count the 31st of January 2026. So sha na what we are and I don't kind of fear the truth. Formally AC form sha born in power and was 33 formal executives of the party. And say and Kenya about for more Santimemu. Now we share a semi so my doctor your fear sema tuma. Now the could do the fools to the aba as basis for whether we are faring good or bad. Now and then cry any of home and year. And to say me time we welcome every poll which comes. But definitely internal polls no MIA what the strategy should be. How the engagement should be, so that the visibility aspect of your candidate on the grounds, a bit PM of them. I have no doubt in my mind. There may be who know what Santimemu. The brother President Mussah Dankwah Ashanti region. That's all Osha or your survey from that end. Based on the last week interactions, Ashanti region formal executive in Yaya. I think so bring a different result, a different perspective from the next year can one them. And Saudi we are seeking to replicate it across the length and breadth of the country. So that remember the real shape and the picture for your first half of your campaign and we welcome the Soviet but I don't know we have our own internal mechanism which gives us a firm footing in the race now.
So which means yes particular survey we know monfa enhwemu emfanya hwe. Is that what you want to say?
And I definitely say yes concern within the political space whatever survey no on the bifraba. The bifraba I will take an interest in it and look at it what the poll is saying and what the analysis especially about their candidates in the year. Every day is a learning experience for young. And once I a woman now the bear bonnet away and say internal mechanism I ever assessing our own strength. That's a bema assessing strength or strength and weakness today. I was saying a boy now a boy who ample as any 34. That is why we are in this race to win. And I can assure you that Dr. Yosebicho will carry the flag bearership of the NPP come 31st January 2026. If they are coming in our boom, boa ama agro ne ko so boa ma hoto so ba ye rubbish no but enya no ne de ye hwe ye internal mechanism take actually, and that is what is shaping your engagement with the delegates right from the onset. That is why in our camp once you say they can say to you just because they perceive a bastard now man 40 and can see is in agro and baby. This is an internal election. The Mishisha polling station chairman will be a city constituency. I remember I Dauru as the Mishisha department. Many baby or minimum the number, many baby or say the national number for my trauma. We are treating this contest as an internal contest. Whatever the idea is an engagement with Ghanaians, how we are faring and how the campaign is going. So that is how the approach is, and that is what is shaping your strategy and your communication. Your party for no area. All
right. Okay, yeah, that's it. So I'll put two thoughts across. All right, thank you so much. Good luck. So that's it. Other members know, but we need to quickly work on the NDC one. Wrap it up na era or juma. But obviously, Musa, yes, more numbers ni Saranyadi will be a bekase, and I don't know. Almost no, they are working on it.
The good thing is they say. When this resource before what started ground campaign.
Yeah.
Into we be 1 month na for bar, you can see say oh makwe nim chain first no. You can measure your progress. But so why new way or any way am one who baseline no. Ubedi say ukos wa na bafo. Okay. So Mr. Kwesi Kwatin lawyer Kwesi Kwatin council on kasama rakene de Japan. Council, Akwaba. Boko de council. Nyamiadum council. So council, Bia what we did a Mussah Dankwah report and on how our candidates or more pre MPP no or more ejina. Bisukra na we who follow from where you sit. What do you think about this report?
I must be honest. Me packing kind of and we are Mussah Dankwah. I mean, I followed his work for some time, and the best you are doing I make time to read. But for the first day, about once a year, media told me, I've seen the highlights, but I've not really had time to read in detail. But the TBR, this is me, my understanding of research work. It's just a guide, a projection, giving you an idea of how you are faring, mostly benchmarked on the methodology that the researcher used. There have been researchers that it puts us in a very comfortable lead. There have been researchers that make it so close. There have been other tools that, and also no, it discredits almost what we are doing, almost all that we are doing. But ultimately, what do you do if you indeed want to win? All you have to do is to take them as a good and positive feedback to improve the work that we are doing.
So council, which means what other surveys on more race no would you say those surveys no are credible or maybe better than the Mussah Dankwah? Is that what you want to say?
No, I've seen other surveys that have provided different findings and different outcomes.
And do you believe in those surveys?
I work with every survey. I think belief is a bit higher, but I work with every survey because if you believe in a survey that puts you at 73%, but you work with surveys, you are guided by surveys, and based on that, you then align to either change the results in your favor or against your opponent. That has always been how it is. It is not in a way discrediting the poster. And I mean, even political communication wise, it's not wise, especially poster. Of course, I mean, Mussah hasn't gotten all the predictions right, but since or starting yet. But I mean, reasonable number of them, he's gotten them so close, and I mean, some of them so right. And when a poster builds that level of credibility, even for the purpose of communication, political communication. You don't go and attack the credibility of the post. After all, you don't stand to lose anything when you work with it. If you don't believe in it, just proceed and do your work. But because we also know say was an impact on voter perception. I don't know. Sometimes we become very jittery to it. I have followed polls. In America, they projected for Hillary to win. All the polls pointed to her to win, and it turned the vice versa. Even in Trump's case, his second coming is almost the same thing. And I've also seen polls that has also manifested. At the end of the day, what do you do with it? Polls are not election results. They are projections based on the methodology that somebody used. You have researchers even arguing on the methodologies. But I am not a researcher. I am a politically exposed person, speaks of politically exposed person. My duty is to embrace them, use it as a proper feedback to improve my work. May I this Mussah Dankwah? What will they add to Ken's vote?
Okay. I think from our submission, which means you guys have taken it in good faith and you are working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very good luck, sir. Okay, so let's come back to NDCDN and Messi production crew if you are now NDCDN and tour and mame. But Mussah Dankwah, I'm not for sending messages. Ebusa say your work on NDC no distraction keke. It's too early. You want to tear the government down. You don't want the various appointees to concentrate on their work and all that. What is answer now?
Mate Bibre. There is another angle I want to point out to people.
Okay.
A man for Bibre wa omunya ombeko. At the moment they can't focus.
Yes.
But who say, oh, Chile, then you advise yourself and stay focused and do your job. Have you thought about that?
I'm struggling to understand it.
Say, feel say a distraction. At the same time, a beboa one cannot hope say and be,
Yes.
And so, oh, we can't hear any mean sign. I focus on what I'm doing. Look, pulling into the future today. So when you say agro any year, why should you spend money on that agro?
But then again, you give some of the prominent ones out.
No,
you give them out. They become targets.
Oh, look,
the whole system.
Let me tell you today.
Catch him.
Those who will lead, the NDC, are those who will be seen to be working for the government. Let this sink in. Lead the NDC in the future. Debino. After Mahamano. The delegate and the country will see them as, yes, Muhammad Bayano, Modi, Omnesi from Jumano. So don't let this thing distract you. Focus and do your job. Because Daniel Soa, I'm going to show your work. Not tell me your work. Show your work on Swana a better show. My political communication for the Gen Z era. On best stories. We no. They are no witness to what you claim you have done. Say, who are buying more? Mawanin kofum. Iye juma. Uye juma na time so because say me wa buying mu way na me ye. So on that basis, no mama chance me lead the party.
Okay, so my producer the chat now to say Cecil Kwabena says what is really the methodology of Mussah Dankwah? I'm really a student of research, and what is really his methodology when doing this political survey to get such accuracy? Always he is on point, and I wonder how he does it. All right, so voters' preference for NDC leadership. We have Honorable Haruna Idrisu, 29.8%. Honorable Sindu Ketia, 24.1%. Ato Forsen, Honorable Finance Minister, 18.4%. We have Chief of Staff Dr. Julius Debra, 10.3%. Honorable Kujato Blakwa, 8.1%. Honorable Eric Opoku, 2.5%. Professor Joshua Labi, 2.2%. Honorable Amar Kofibua, my brother, 2.0%. We have Mr. Kwame Wadako, 1.6%. He's my blood anyway. He's already he's my blood. Wadako is my blood. I won't betray him for anything. 1.1% for Dr. Spiogabra. Then we have 0.1% Oko Van der Poy. Okay, so Mami Musa Wadiwe, share with a MPP, and there was an issue in there. NDC dewe no. Thank you. NDC dewe no. NDC delegates. And I say overall
voters preference
across the country. So the you know MPP for input room.
Yes.
CPP for input room. PNC input room.
Precisely.
So what we see now has nothing to do with NDC
delegate.
No.
No.
I don't know any no. Okay, so when you
because MPP for Omokotoaba very soon.
Yes.
You know, he has a delegate. NDC for enye now. So we have time. We don't want to spend in this go. We can't use money to just do things at home in fast work. So time no do or start the delegate. But before you can just test the waters. Be by yank and 1 7.
You know that.
So my insight. You swear and no edit check here amount for general.
Okay.
Say any amount for doing a copy and I say a difference. I've made some comments some time back say mostly NDC delegates no money amount for broadly or might be and so different. And MP for sometimes it's a bit different. So you're testing some of these approaches behind the scene to see what is happening before you didn't know about thing.
But my memory back to the OEA, which means you are doing Haruna, you are doing Sedun Ketia, Ato Forsen, Dr. Julius Debra, Ekosa. When you delegates, when you across Ghana for Buso Felice. Okay, so after Jomama Haruna Idrisu, is it possible say we say ya eba uzumiba delegates research so it me done?
Yes.
How?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
How?
Because enye nyama bebre delegates nim ena for omunim. So definitely
give me an example like what?
There are differences.
Like
one Uba party they know the candidates very well. On for MPP and NDC delegates unim at voice because we minimum no. Ushaga ni bio be bunku ni bio at voice on no why. So there's knowledge gap and I say unim ekopoku unim no but NDC delegates unim ekopoku. So the level of knowledge of people no are much higher among delegates the national voters. No?
So who use the same method? Say Bia Haruna is resonating with the Gen Zs.
Look. Anybody who understands data and what we have put out there and have eyes for details should be able to tell why Haruna is leading.
Why?
I mean, so obvious. It is so obvious. I don't see why people are so surprised.
So give us the indicators.
It's very clear. Look, Oshe, the northern blocker, Onukana northerner in the race, right? So whole Wajafa.
Okay.
Wajafa
Okay.
I say as well. I Iwadako. Akani, at the voice Akani, Zebra Akani.
I see the
so I can follow my scatter. They've scattered, but eventually, if I can follow a drop out, or my vote will begin to consolidate around 1 or 2 people. But it doesn't mean say I don't know account for. He's getting a lot of account vote as well. But in the end, the weight of the consolidation would put somebody on top.
So which means the internal one will be very interesting.
Yeah, very, very interesting.
And it can bring a new twist.
Oh yeah, I think there will be
like the documents you have also will be
no, we I think they can bear witness. We've been calling NDC delegates for some time now. We've been calling them. Some of them they will say, oh, they're from a lot of work underground just to make us understand issues better.
After all the way to Abontino, because for some time now, Amanfo Felicio should be General Mosquito, is leading. Amanfo, so Dr. Julius Debra, the Chief of Staff, is leading. And Obitisa to forcing, Sheda force Papa. So then to forcing it be bar lamplight.
Bobby,
sir.
Over Kaisa make us say show workings.
Yeah.
Gen Z phone. They will ask you, show us what you have done. Any big crowd and people who have seen say Arthur has done something as a finance minister. We see. So those are the things that will work for him or working for him. So he's not relying on history. No. The Ubekaya 78% of Omamotua ba ene are around 44 years and below.
Yes.
Yes. No. No. Look, it will be surprising, say, even 2016 issues this time it will not wash.
Why?
Achum.
What did you say NDC make me pull it through safely after John Mahama? When the founder is not there.
Look, who said the NDC and the way they elect flag bearer? And you they coalesce around themselves. Because they know say only a collection of smaller groups.
No,
Mabishia. So we must compromise to keep ourselves together.
Okay.
So they will do that in the end.
That's a jankamo brofo.
Yes. Exactly.
And you majigua ebehaye. Then I went on so that my phone you run crap at. Actually for the answer for no. Yeah. So that are not the same.
They're not the same.
Okay.
We share NDC. On a delegate profile, it is just like Ghana. In terms of ethnicity, I can follow those in Obia, followed by the Evers, the Mori, the Gbanis, the same structure. But over MPP more, about 65% of the MPP delegates only account for. So they are the emboldened ones. So it's difficult for them to compromise.
They say no more can say no more can.
But then this is the won't mean Kasa. Even that can from Kwano, you're not enough to win on your own. You must go and talk to somebody to come.
Yeah.
So that has been the where they will come together to elect somebody.
Finally, what they are they way to Gano reaction it say?
And then because social media, and then I'm from the say, I'm going to call
a day.
I was thinking that about Macobra Manfo crew.
Musa, a question you are a woman trim, but that question I'll keep it to myself. So, because I seriously don't have any interest in this NDC flag bearership race. I don't have interest because for me I think it's too early. The government needs to work, and we should allow them to work. But among for Felice. And you are releasing, you are targeting some people.
Look, MPP can the same thing. And Urevi.
Yes.
Egusi say. You see, when you are doing opinion poll in a very independent way, so we are was why it means Edumano Unyeni.
I see.
I know sir this day will come. I knew that this day will come. We will make a lot of friends in NDC as enemies in NDC, just like we made in MPP. And then MPP somehow, even though they are talking, but and yet say NDC for both changing. Look, okay. Perception is not reality. Me will form, me will grounds. Maybe in the last election. So I don't want people to believe say we have any agenda against anybody. Like my agenda.
Also your kwabna.
So your kwabna.
Did I shoot through straight sir. Kwabna ya sabi so
me look. I don't entertain nonsense.
Finito.
And I don't want to be controlled by anybody.
Yeah.
In the end, okay. I have never sought any favor from any politician.
I see.
I don't do that. Because my cousin say, "Oh, when say I have galam say sometimes on bechi into omochi ya." Me say omochi o for me. I told him. But Phyllis say, "Oh, TV so you know big men."
Yeah.
I will never call anybody for any favor. Look, I tried getting a favor from somebody. Well,
kwabra for eferia de o kwasra de a na say me kwa kwasra obi ade na nipa no osoma me nam si nipa ya o ma me kwa no we say eye me pempa ka me kwasra na de da ye eferia de o ye bu ye ho kakra
oh I don't want anybody to say I have scratched your back so do the same thing.
Yeah
Many politicians be any asemukrumu ha sometimes when look they come to you say oh you may my estimate be na or train say so we pull na one koswa it means look you lose you be because of my you know
I see.
Oh yes, because of say oh me say on famra e bana e wo for e be mano but e bana e one ayi one
se wa mo ukromu ni samra ni obi amone samra ne ana meboa nti se ye humu se mo ye honorable for a se bia bonteso for ne be humu sa honorable so adwuma no ana mo ye no anyway akwa ba adwuma mte say
commander nyamiado
bibia da form
ebusun kakra easy
yeah can't
ya ji atum si ebe ye nti
sure
ni ya yi ni
sure
ya
quick one hello this galamsey issue what is your position as a government appointee? What is your position on it?
Asemu manda galamsey kwa de se kwa de me krom kwa na unim say akweya obe contest wo Madina MPP candidate ya obe contest Madina we fidimo oni onobo sosu ene contest uko mikro mosi na chese din
oh MPP candidate
oh yeah
oh
pancha kwasa out there se mi te se manze kwa ba pepes mu se osi no de se kwa hu nyina ami ama sa se kra me na naja ma me ko ya me ko hu asase no kra me hu biom oh mo tu ase no
omo funtum
oh asase a na da nsuo bi nchense enti ye de ya adwen mu no ye de be fish farming so we're looking at say be fish farming e wo no oh me ko ho no because I think 2 months ago ayabasa omotu amachese ujina honoma and my communication with the DC there HSA omunye
use microphone
omunye ejuma na anapa
anajo
nti anajo na wakọ akoda no o feel say wakoda no obesori anapa no na chese
no but
I've told her say I've had an engagement with her say in fact she's also the chairperson of the diocese. Until I was Otimima police for any soldier for a night patrol near
because the police for any soldier for my night patrol.
Yeah,
so
almost senior beya Osino in particular no. Na sadia no because once we see me da kwan
yes
nti o course say a baby na first enwura ne ade wa you could see say o enwura ne wo hoi say no o kwa e da ho pete a stretch ya kodu enyinem ohun nsuo bi na e da enyinem a first ukokuma si aboy si gina ho a omukita is it akante o akante Honina, say, a run a wohina, say,
but I'm off. Maybe
I just think that government, which I'm part of, at this point, has to take a firm decision on what we want to do. Fortunately,
but I think they are doing they are on course.
That's what I was coming to say. Yeah. Fortunately, with the efforts of the lands minister, no, me who say Nancy Munia Baba Akon. Yatiti. Okocha. Is it Ankobra?
Yeah, Ankobra.
Who says say any teba.
Yeah.
Not just say a jumana omo ye wo hono.
Yeah.
In the western part, no, is working. I think that the same thing should be done. Efi Eastern honum. Edekwa Kokodu Ashanti region because Oshe central region there ya insuo ye omusi asei omusi efi Eastern na ababe say insuo because sa town no in particular no omunye galamsey wo ho.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's what we are told.
Free baby na be kan
baby na ba kan omo nti ete said de otu baby a unim bibia na sene ene obeko market akwakoto banche akwakoto kontomre akwakoto manke na ye ka che se mekri na omude ye saa galamsey no ebia ba be rewura eduane na ye di enti utin kan odi also wo show ho so yie wo se wo de wo ye conscious of your health enti no wo di green enti wo come market no akoto fresh kontomre wo come market akoto manke enti wo de che se undidi abonten onye hwe na onim se mercury ena
na say yesi abontia boy mo say ya yen say dem yes say dem so boy eni say ya de be pa de be
say o say nyina ye de ye ho jim ai e was so obia de ne ho jim
but
community arrest individual arrest who so obi ya ena wo ho I keep saying say ahemfo no a omode asase ne mma no. There's one person in Fantiakwa I always dove my heart for. A year achim him I.
Okay. Okay.
Very finidi. Unti be e galamse woni kromo.
Sa.
O inti omo ya kosi osi no dwenase abompe sa environment no. Ba unti mi ntra enkonko pio no krom. There be unti mi.
Yeah, idea no ya ahimfuna ka no enye bi.
I think that the punishments he metes out to the people. In fact, you even try it because was embrano. Embrano daho. So ni krum ochi galamse. Inti member ho kra say o baba be ye galamse. Aha. So you not even there because when you say o kompo a enya ade a obema osa chance na say emfa debi emfa. You know, apart from the chiefs no, the individuals themselves, because one will be what say me amasa ase na say me hu video bi o say ai yesi ye betuko mu ya ntum enti no ono de o de asase no o de ama eno o twitwa koko no o twitwagu sa say o ton amagalam sefo but o twitwagu no what you have to think about ne say koko no esi ho ama wo afibo is like it's been there. I'm sure say enye ono ne time mpona almost started it goes back to ne mame mo, you know, and wa ba beto so. And to think about o man say won so wo man wo nananom no wo ton sesi ama yetu na asɛ no o ma no da chi omo so die na omo so mbetimi depend on
omba omo so betu asase na
so betu asase eja se na posi asase ne di ombetu
but answer the call yeah main issues no this MPP flag bearer NDC flag bearer race, you heard Mussah Dankwah. What do you think?
I think say it's too early for me,
sir.
As Deputy National Women Organizer at this point, your focus ne say ye behwe say emma na omuboa ye ma ye adwuma Ghana ma omu nyina at least nkakra obia be benefiting kakra, and then after that no, because unim yen de no enti say MPP 4 years is almost your flag bearer and so ma ba be ye branch election yen de no ye be call branch na ye fi branch a ya ba constituency na ye fi constituency a ya ba region na ya ba national and so ya ba be yi flag bearer. And it is a process we have to go through. Even national elections, you are looking at somewhere later part of 2026. 2026.
Okay.
Because December 2026 will be 4 years since me election for a second term as deputy national women organizer.
More to national.
Intimacy ekokoto enu ye enu wi a anse yakọ national congress ni yakoyi party chairman and all that. Then after that, we will now go and get the flag bearer of the party. And you know, at this point, ye nyina emi say ye beka ye ho abom ni abom pa ni aye adwumaden se ne be ya no matter who we present as ye flag bearer no, because of adwumaden a ya yesesi a atu honti no, Ghanaians will buy the person.
Sure.
The party should be such that whether we bring Abigail or we bring Bobie, people will not look at mainly personality na ebabe ejina as the flag bearer, but the Juma party ne etimi aye. When people see that it is a collective effort, omunim say no NDC 4 dear omoba enye nipa baako ene ma ne ye enye nipa baako na tena flag staff ka say mempene, and then it means that eno ano no na mom eye exactly coming together no na adwen no aka bom na aba etimi amasa ade na si enti no se ukoyi nipa baako so no nti na akoya you may be failing, but if you take the whole party na, then it means that you are winning. And that is where me pese party fo nyina de adwen kosi, because edia obobo ye nyina there are people personally I've worked with, and I can tell you say omu nyina omu ye excellent, from
General Haruna, Dr. Julius Atofosen, Wadako, Erikopoku, Amabua,
most of them many of my ejuma, and I can tell you say giving the mandate omumu bia ebeye ejuma and making sure say Ghana according him, and I know that deep down all of them omakume mono omope Ghana ye.
Sure. And
they just need the vehicle that will carry them to come and do what they want to do to make Ghana go forward. And you know, yansha party no, se party no, ene ya asem no. What I say, yaba power 8 just about 8 months. No, 9 months.
9 months.
Yaba power. It's too early for us to be looking at those things.
Obofu ya mamakai na say grassroots no nkomo bia hodi. Omo say omo ba mo bepe bibia is too early. Mo so mo agimo de early.
Oh,
the early brain na say early bi.
From na early ni bi chen bi.
Early ni bi chen.
Omo nya boche. Oba baby to say meme hoye a. Kwabna very terrible. Very terrible. Enti no se me oba na me catch you say too earlier. E was so timase say too early.
E o mo say binum early na ye early. E bi so early no nya early na early bi a che early bi. Anyway, so let's go straight to Maslock. Honorable, tell us, Maslock state bay now better Maslock. Open up with
so
Ghanaians.
Maslock, me buy Maslock no. I can tell you, account of Maslock na 000.
Oh. Oh.
But not in through any fault of theirs, because usually the Martin say abayin bi efufro abayin fiso na fufro ba usually for because ye ni CEO bi awo ho ye ni deputy bi awo ho ye ni obi awo ho nti no omo sweepy state institutions no they say Maslock ne other state institutions ye sweepy mo account. So that omo ka we honom no omo misuse funds na e wo honom no. But I can tell you that
no, but some all started the new government you take over now, so your appointments are say can almost sweep here we can back.
Okay, so yeah, in our case no the omo refunded 1.2 NMI from what was swept.
But on your hand over notes.
Yes, I do.
And reflect sikano aba back to my accounts no.
Beno de say nyo dia. Nti na ya ban sika me honom no. The thing is that aban na sika na ma o. Nti aban asan ba be first. But
it's our money. Aban bia ni sika, it's our money. So we want to know that if that is the system, because the reason why maybe say yes sir, then we need to rise up and speak.
Oh.
Say ya to abawi aban bi o na luzu you see a sweepy account on say ya omo no misuse no. So when there's a new administration in place they return the money is the exact quantum yeah almost sweepy kwa na say buy ya na say buy na bi afrim which is which
obisa CEO bia ebi mu kra de omo nsanka omo de kra nti me kra I'm lucky say me nsaka bi.
But is it a good practice?
It's not really. It's like you are starting afresh.
Into the anyway, where is that money?
Into say umbema allocation for the year. Into new allocation never, but you start afresh with it.
So the old allocation is kind of way.
And say no dia.
Why dia?
Yeah, behind dia. Into
no, it's for
so
us.
You see,
so which means you are in the name of the government. The politicians steal us.
Oh no. It's not like in the name of the government. You are not getting what I'm saying.
Okay.
So government be effiso. Another government aba. In fact, there is actually a change of political party. So in the interest of the state, Senebe Sika will not be misused.
Agreed.
That money is called back into government chest.
Agreed.
So if it goes back to government chest, in fact, my intel tells me that some of these were part of even the monies that were used to haircuts. Haircuts ne course no. It was part of these monies recalling from the various state institutions. No, that was what was able to help for them to settle some of them.
Which means the previous CEO the current CEO
there is record on it.
Exactly, that is what
there is record on it. Handing over notes shows that this is the amount of money that is. In fact, when I came, I was given all the Maslock bank accounts.
Okay.
And minim scan a what accounts BM and if we are doing your friend is saying auditor, I can say as at this month, as at I took over on the 16th of February.
Okay.
16th of February. So I can say as at 16th of February, no, even though our account was 00, no, this was what was supposed to be in. And then this is how much government has refunded to us. And this is what was still left with government.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's one. The records are there. It's not like wafasikana any information about it, because if you want a reversal of that, you would have to go through another process, right? To controller, right? To Ministry of Finance, Juma and the Chief of Staff. You have to write through the Chief of Staff to these institutions for you to get your monies back.
But would this process need to?
Oh no. Tough? I think it's fair, just to make sure say even sikanum ponso eba wonso no, you will not misuse it.
Okay.
So it goes through a certain process to make sure that there are the checks and balances are ebema wetimi I accountable to the system.
Okay, but Mami Mussah, so you have dealt with the financial status of Maslock, but that is not the only thing we are looking at.
So
infrastructure, work, and all that.
Infrastructure wise, the only thing we can boast of as Maslock, 19 years, officer work cantonment. Most of the offices that we have in the regions, any districts, no, me fan say ABA RCC, Greater Accra say Nansiana, many minister kokasa, yapane chon wama ye baby or RCC. Also, my movie about new building bimo. Until we went to talk to them, and mama yen one office, like some, I think 2 or 3 offices. They were the old RCC into a regional office. However, we've also again arranged with minister and wasama another place from PWD. It's only in PWD into a zonal office. So that is the kind of arrangements I've had with most of the ministers and then MMDCs. I did my national tour when I took over MC for Nkoko, Honorable Tamimu. In fact, we're renovating a very nice office. In fact, the place was very bad, but it was not our office though. We didn't really have an office there. And I said, no, he has to get us an office. We're renovating the AC. There are other places in so I acquire any MCs near Makasa. They are trying to work on it for us.
So we take you over no any improvement in 8 years that you can point like okay, so way the dance say at least there was an improvement.
No, in fact, even when it comes to vehicles, it's captured in our audit report. Maybe public accounts be free so that they will see what happened. Car a Land Cruiser at 40,000.
Auctioning?
Yes.
40,000?
Yes, Land Cruiser. Tom Ford Ranger at 12,000.
Maybe depending on
and audit report says that it didn't go through the right process. It didn't go through the right process for it to be.
Land Cruiser, 40,000 Ghana cedis.
Yes.
V8.
Yes, 40,000.
Now, we're diesel. Papa Nubia. Kamia Nubia.
A lot of things have not really gone well. And I say, since I came to say my head office, say me meetings with my staff. Like every department, and we are before I come here, and I'm me credit department. In fact, credit department, we are the engine of Maslock because of the and I had a meeting with them, and they'll tell you, they told me straight in the face, 2016, near recovery rate, about 62%.
I see.
Yes. In the last 8 years. You're dropping to less than 30%.
I didn't, yeah.
So, the loans, when we give loans as Maslock, you have a grace period, one month. Scanner 1 month, then the following month, now I start your payment because we assume say, I feel this scanner amount until the following month. You can't say, a Juma Ben,
a bit me returns number.
Into another month, now they are no aye a Juma, now a baba bichia. na usually intianka after that month na was here follow up na ye kokko gigi scan no start ye gigi scan. But what they themselves are saying is that utimi fro bi so obejiska obeji repayment na when you call why na catch us ko
during the previous administration.
Yes. Why na catch us ko fi hobetna office. So it went on and on and on so that people will not pay for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and a whole year nani pano on year repayment. And they say I disposed of one vehicle. It was in the name of Charles Bisu.
Ah.
Yes, Charles Bisu. Obeje car no.
And the
year na me dispose car no off. Obeje car no. I think he did a 9,100 deposit. That is 10% of the amount, and then they spread the rest for him to pay. Ochia sa and sa 9,100 no kra. John Boadu ne chia ma omo. John Boadu chia 9,100 ne ma ni wiye no. When chia 1 peso abium. 1 peso asi when chia bium. Baro be hwe de wa ye car na odi abesi honom na.
To akọ use car no de ababesi.
Yes.
Any offense. Any offense.
It's an offense. Obi wo northeast region. In the whole wale omu nyina omu nim say oye your former vice president nimia. Ono ye ba ya no de car ni besi ho. O say o ka chere me regional women organizer so ono or the car no they are told me the mienu.
We car no condemn.
Or the idea brain.
But a offense.
Of course.
So what are you doing?
And so that's what you see. The unfortunate thing for me is that on my own, I am unable to pursue some of these legal cases.
Why?
I was saying Medefa Attorney General.
But more legal department.
Yeah, we have a legal department.
So which means they can pursue it on behalf of Mussah.
The legal department processes everything and then takes it to Attorney General.
And are you guys doing that?
Oh, of course. Oh, maybe apart from the legal aspects are omo jijisika omo your friend is saying Bonzike or whatever.
Bonzike. Or MPP ni.
MPP former DC. OJ checks about 33 checks in the name of groups
from
Maslock. A year ready omo friend no mo de checks na man. Ofre beneficiaries list or the buyer. Ofro obi o say I me there yes. Omo betro mi din. Omo say omo be ma mi sika. But mensanka scanner. Up till now, ofre na unya no.
How much involved?
About let's say roughly about 660,000.
Hey,
660,000. Nancy mo me call my sister station bi and I make kasa about a similar situation with Madam Katrina Feku.
Sure.
Yes, so she came to my office and she came to explain what happened, but still it still doesn't clear the fact that some checks were issued based on your guarantorship, your recommendation, and then those checks have gone bad. Or no, in her case, no see nipa no mo di checks no man no wewu.
Abuaje edim
obia na obia di adanse say abrante na bras a checks no buy no of ayere foforo or ware another wife or talker teacher ni. So I asked at that point, what did you do about it? Was he or no a constituency secretary? No, there was no way. So you see, during their 8 years, no, it made Maslock like a tool na yede rewarded
party
for forgetting about the fact that Maslock had a mandate also as a corporate institution. I say yes, you know, politicians, kwabena me nka se me party for eba masloka na opportunity no wo ho a me mfa mom I'll do it.
Yes.
But then your party dear no also look at the corporate side. Obe balancing mienu ni nyina se ne be ya after all say party for no so mo ye Ghana for enti se wo de ma party ni a o make sure say party no time ni du na wo say otua na obedi akire na watua the person will pay because one obi ma me example bi ene say yemfa ne say majibosia wo GCB ena majibosia wo ADB ADB for de bia o mo ba me so madam untua usika no me pa chotua commercial bank for mo ja me pa ma me pa na me ko me pa me nko ube hu say ADB for de no e bedru time e wo say me tua wie ni me tua wie na commercial bank de ne ha so if you don't pursue the people, if you don't pursue them, you would end up losing that corporate bit of it, no, into be huna party there no override corporate part of it, no? And that is what has happened in the last 8 years.
I'll come back to it, but the other issue be say two things. The one who know the death certificate on family. Baby, we a hospital, no. Omo Jenny death certificate in family. You who see we are that's what you say. Omo see I don't know kokoje. And omo say can also they also were disposed, no. So how are you going to get evidence against if the government decides to?
So what we do is that once you see we can't lose in totality. We can't lose as an institution in totality. And what we do is that ye seize car na usually ye ma asset in particular na ye seize ye ma a period of time it be a month ye ma consistent reminder e was say oba betua e was say oba betua e was say oba betua. So if we are not getting anything from you, STC Babe evaluation my then that gives us the go ahead to at least you recover bibi kakra.
Yes.
Yes, say car ni be si ho na e be say totally.
Okay.
There are still people that need cars to work. People amount for young guys are almost pay cars bidiaye Uber ni adie almost pay bidiaye taxi ni adie. Until once STC comes to do the valuation, then we can now reassign it. However, the record is there. Until maybe ye
but someone reassigning the nipa no akotwi or dia be so no fa ne ho adi
on fa ne ho die the record is there, it's in your name o kana o de no eda ho and per the contract you sign with Maslock, the contract is that o default here ye beji ye asset no efiri but it doesn't take away the fact that so that debt is still in your name hanging, even though you are a property. That is the contract you sign with us.
More fast recover more debts.
Yeah. Okay.
Not assets, debt. So be the car process.
So be fill your forms na. The guarantor eba. And I say, well, omo buy no, omo the collateral and a buy. But I have decided that you see the collateral, nipane the collateral neba, maybe a car no they as collateral. Most of them they don't even do effect the change of ownership. In Jube who not they are called baby say oh the papers na bro, but when effect change of ownership into your car papers ayera ni aye for framan. Until at the time you have to hold on to the asset na nipa na dia be collateral no obekọ na asset no eni ho na document na wo kita na kra no it is not the original because wasan kwa akoye fofora or dey atoso aye bia waton. Let me give you an example na say abaye bia ono so yera Boadu na edi ani ma ye je ka ema no
asembe kra ni
ono so otua deposit no ema ne saa otua deposit ni ma get ni wie no and it was on humanitarian grounds because I say abayra no enye adwuma ne ma me your women organizer I say oyare maame na yare da dem nti no onje car no na oma wo mfanye adwuma onu betua initial deposit na ama no nti wa betua deposit no abayo ya age car yi unim say abayo na ton car no we can pay di ama obi
woko
enti na nse an ye che car no
okay so more records
oh yes ye che car no na my friend nam ka chen said this is it nti ma che car no no say answer what che car ne dia wo de wo property na waje nti abantie na auto car no ni any business and I'm like yes call your records ma ye ni abantie ni business lady no any any no business ontua ye ka but ono akoton na me bisa ni pa na say or the papers bi ma wa na o se wan fa papers bi na na nti wonso e de nti no bi fa papers ma ono se say e work and pay nti ono no ye de ka na ma no
ye de ma no o work ya o de ko pay wa hin
nti no instead say nipa no ebetua ne kana like bosumi ananse weekly no oba be ye sales ne mana e wo san ko ti masloko de e de breye se ne be ya saa sika no na eso e ti wo ye ho no ono oje a ne wadi another thing that has happened obehu a list groups yes ye group loans na we hu list 10 ye bia nipa 25 yes ya mo bia 5,000 2,000 obe frɛ nipa ba ko mienu miensa ai ya de mai me de omo jimi din ba ya mfa ama me enti no the group is there nipa 25 sika no akwa fi nipa ba ko ho wa jisika no but one chairman ko for
more records a chese maslok obi adem prison da e was an manema we hu
since I came in who be bisa but my time media I can assure you maybe we would have something like that soon.
Because I am saying I found a man for any man but found
Nancy ya matro hun krata akoma yera honorable Alban Bagbin
speaker
yes I say one of the leaders in parliament in parliament ne constituency chairman in fact ono na ni din wo niema no so na be frɛ ni bia o se ko bisa honorable enti one day me am ka chom se omo mfa ne number embre me na me mfrɛ no
MPP constituency chairman na mu busa no
o si yenko bisa ne former se onya chairman we tu na de so enti yenko bisa ne MP ti mi bisa ne say what really happened no so no do wo as chairman na ne MP friend say ombra maslok no mbeji sika bi na ombe cheche ma ema no eno ano nti ono no on the yesmafo enti if we have any issues
so the point is
I've written officially
so which means maslok no more than running state it down
so that is what I feel. That is what was done in the past.
It's your institution, so we cannot exonerate you because I politics. These are the realities.
That was done in the past.
These are the realities.
If you check what is happening, me and my staff Nancy, if you check the ecosystem here, they will tell you me we end this in the crown now, but me and my friend with a down cow. This for my baby junior man Nancy. Me down come out cry. Oh, be you MP baako me dan na me wo ha na ye frɛ me so wa betua ne kanyina MP for ye frɛ ne say okay ono kro MPP ni asen south ana so for no in team for jo
ba betua
200,000 cash
ma me bi wo mampon na otomba ire no di free wa also on your bed da ka wa brain so to ade also ntimi isimu nwane we jira won chance na se
I'm giving you the reason that NDC for kra omo mu kra no metata o enti wo MPP ni no you don't have an excuse
but the state we are better maslok no previous and as predecessors no discussing how they left the place.
So I have had a meeting with
I think your own sister
Sedi
No,
the previous Abibata.
Oh, okay. If you go to Nyawana, no, you're
no a deputy.
No, a deputy. And sticker.
Na sticker is CEO. And Abibata na ye immediate.
Oh, okay. Abibata the baby sticker. All right, but
into your nominee na enya engagement. We've had a discussion and all that. And also the challenges. But I believe that despite all the challenges, no, if you are a leader, you di adwuma hye ho nsa, e wo se o ye firm, no matter the politics that come with it. But if it means to say, the adwuma no to ho, jato ho for the sake of that change.
But with this sika akodi di baby nyina so Maslow, the point is that a CEO of Maslow can be cited for causing financial loss to the state.
See that. So man, yeah, jelly. In fact, there's one person in jail at this point, and or when someone as we speak.
That's Sedna Michu,
ne director of operations, and even with him, I've had engagements with him to understand. Knowing that we are jail will be that more than day. Enti gradual kwabna gradual enche obeti maslokenka enche obeti maslokenka because omo binu momo bakra no momo san be complicate omo. So I tell them that there was no need for you to come because asema oba ye wa beka no asan ama issue no aye and NSA obia issue check almost 150,000 oje ye bas ontua we
wow.
Last 2 weeks any year publication say on the 30th after 30th you be take illegal actions, you be retrieve your assets, or the car would come after you. Yeah, because you see we've done that publication send you be ya start here obi enka say ya massa information. It was in the Daily Graphic, it was on even more news Ekovai. So we've brought it out. Obi who say on the 30th last day. So today obi ba betria almost 150,000. It's sad, but me call round. There's somebody a man of 500,000. Ahafu. Also the year on say we support farmers as well.
Okay.
Into farming. He's into piggery. Into man 500,000, and then so when we go to Ahafu, and I'm saying no, it's important say obia sika akono ho supporting the business no. Yenko hwe senia the business no
performing.
So that ebe guide yen into your next phase ye be ye frɛ papa no si oni ho we tu kwan na me si se we tu kwan a se business ne de wo ho nti kyerɛ ye ne yenkohwɛ ho se ne e na obekyerɛ ye ho a which means that we disika no Eastern Regional Chairman MPP 500,000
hi
500,000
hi honorable Akando tie wasre hi
kaje kwa mnase michia
honorable CEO so chiao Eastern Regional Chairman
MPP yeah
why no
your friend no
anya boatin
there be Ofia from Plains
it is an with interest and I say
oh yeah, and you see the painful part is that Maslow your interest there 1% though Governor 1%.
And you see regional chairman or MPP chairman always is here.
Oh, me region for no enemy delay by a man up to end it, a man up to 30th. So if we don't hear from him by the 30th, you take action. I don't think say Obiabe blame me.
Why 500,000, 5 billion.
Yeah. Your friend is saying Western North, Seshi side ho. On there, you call ya no or no so dear. o start so o tuatua nkakra akakakra no wawie nti ono de ne ho son
na na kwese se akwa no a mokɔhwɛ no a business no ɔne ne nyina tukwae
only business need you see, it's terrible what we've come to meet, but the assurance I'm a person with them obiane say ye japade maslok no. You see a boy enti se oshena egua. It means that someone ain't me baby more. But unim kwabna there are microphones so maslok etimi abua wo.
Really?
Oh yes. I have a lot of stories I can tell. Your what documentaries omo maslok etimi abua mo business. Mo business no archive. So you see what we do is that you foul at a certain level. Then we support you. That is what it's supposed to be. You support it to a certain level. You drew honoma. You see, we are dealing with unbanked. Enti obi a ontimi MBA bank account, obi a wonono ontimi nko bank enko je bosia. They are the people we are dealing with. So once we raise you to a certain level, utimi ko bank ekoko je bosia, bank ebetimi aboa wono, then we leave you at that level, then we take another person. I can give you a lot of stories, even these fisher folks. Omo yeboa omo with omo machine omo de kopui. Outboard motor. And na omo emana omo honam no. Ya ye we no e dia mom one ya mom ska ka ho. Omo ti omo de honam no. And they were doing well. Nancy e bi a ye pese ye ne myth we are looking at omo ye salt Elmina side honor, how we can support them so that they would be able to produce it in quantities, expand it. Omo eyibi omusia omo de ye salt now they want us to help them. So these are the things that we are expected to do as an institution. But it is mixing the politics with it, no. Yes. Yentimi nkwaji sika we
generate any
income apart from the 1% na that sika no so na 1% no eba as you can say o de behwe the running of the business in the year.
So it means no abaye source ya hwe ni ya hono timi no oman sika mo.
Exactly.
Because of
that is odi obi kokoto ho na nipa no anye diligent enough to say apart from the fact that I was saying me politics no, I have to look at also it's a business, a center. Yeah, try say ye be buankro for. Sikana is supposed to be a revolving fund. Enti se me de ma adwoa ene. Na adwoa ba betua. Adwoa de na we tua wie na wose mitime de mama. Enti sa adwoa ambetua pe na che se amanso nya bi. That is just the situation of Maslok. And you see ye nyina yeti hoi. Me sure say baby wo ho a udi sika egu de bia. I am not angry with government. Because since I came, I've not received any money from government.
I see.
Yes, I've not. This year I didn't get any budget allocation.
Why?
But we are running the place.
Why?
And I don't fault government because kwamna say udisika egu adie mu. Ana say udisika she adie bi mu. Ne enwunu ko. Kwa na eko. I can give you a typical example. Yen sika mfi international NGOs this anyama no. Nancy ana chief of staff ama yesa 2 minutes say we can go into partnerships and then try to raise funds for Maslok. But AFDB Bank decided to go into some with Maslok. In fact, as we speak, omo boye send ye a digital system for all our operations in Maslok. It is being sponsored by AFDB.
I see.
They are doing that for us. But as part of it, omo a certain portion of loan you pay disbursement for your clients about 300,000 300 and something thousand. Unim say scanner mo de mama slok no ye che wo enkromi ensape
asa
enkromi ensane ye asokwa
Kumasi asokwa
yendi ena dambai san kromi ensan we pe en ye che scanner wo unim de entia
Demi
ye former deputy CEO or contest wo dambai nti okokacha omsi ye bremuska munji yenji biom. Meanwhile, that was not Maslock's money.
That is MPP
yes,
contested.
MPP nina no wo na na all contest wo dambai no. Yes, okokacha om say o mama mo ho muntua. Asokwa de ani de say wa unim say kumase. Om si o yanka ntwe obi anka ncha ne so obetua.
Na why na de go?
And Maslock na de ko
Steka ni constituency e fa. Asokwa ka the constituency no. Enga on.
That's what I mean. Just take an but then also, but could be what Asokwa. And former CEO and Casanso, no, so Koyendi.
Albata.
Yes. And if you don't look at the broader picture, and you when anke buy no, yes, a nipa 100 in pona modema. You look at the fact that okay, yes, I'm CEO. I was saying to me benefit, but don't let everything go to me money yes so obvious say oh sisani na dia ko kromo. At least spread it. Say 20 bi na de be ko na de ko na wa hwe other areas na manfo so benefit.
So which means when you see any resources we have it, but the way we use it, the usage, that is where the problem is.
That's the problem. That's the problem. As we speak, Maslock, sika what a kem. The last time I gave the figure $430 million. No. Adanse
asokwa ketia mo just take our kid them ka so ka kumasi asokwa
sika onu se onu kra nya ne time ye
ketia mo na say kumasi asokwa de mama part
exactly be nye kumasi asokwa
adanse asokwa ketia mo.
So that is the situation we have, but like I keep saying, you know, ye ba office no President Mahama ebisa say ye ko CEO summit and obisa ye say because they painted the picture. It's not like government doesn't know the picture at Maslock. They know. Maslock your picture is very terrible. And obisa upon seeing all this ye nyina nyamenkwa. Do you still want to take the position as CEO?
Really?
Yes. Obisa I say wow feel say wuntimi no. Jato ho. And no CEO said say one yet. And I also didn't say mean to me yet. Yeah. It means that now the onus lies on me. Say it was say story na e wo ho no. Me dane no. Na me make sure no. Say ene sa narrative no embambe yesabium. And as we speak, we've developed our 5-year plan. 5-year strategic plan.
How do you intend to expand?
With the help of my board, I have a fantastic board. My board chairman is a forward man. He's just a fantastic person. And Oma Boame, in fact, Oma Baye na me the documents nature no. They've gone through it. Yenina baby I was say ye de share, I share, and then very soon the board will meet again and then they would approve it for us. It includes a lot that we want to do, even building the headquarters. You see a proper building because by your horses here, you need space.
I see.
You need space, yeah. And we are looking at doing getting regional offices and then district offices as well. So there's a lot that we want to do in the coming years, and hopefully with the support of government and with the support of the media and everybody, I believe
I'll say congrats anyway. Na ochiao. Na ya no. Also on the baby I had no yakwa no the business ni na tu kwai kono. Say you should akwa do baby ah.
Only business ni na.
But what of Mami Mussah quite better mo first expand a year more juma because normally what we hear is that about we buy on in Crawford, we buy on in Crawford. Ghana for now to Obama mo. For the first time, tell 57% and you better. So which means there are people even they were not NDC. But
what to say a month for a bar office and then they especially during the MPP time. Buy and we NDC now or I be pamo. Yeah, just say unya space cry. You better now. I have situations like that in Maslock. I will be a regional manager. I buy MPP take you over. You take you over. Ni atuna koto northern region as recovery manager. Recovery manager only Dex only she. Ntune namwa wa obra.
Nyako. Na wapo. Benantia mampa boy.
But as we speak, they can tell you. Mempamo obia since I came. There was just one gentleman. Ono na die no ye no. It was not just say odwin ho kra won ti ase. Say a staff of Maslock. Obetna social media. No we did president at them. And unfortunately for him, we work under the office of the president. You can express your view on things that are happening that you think are not right. But say who did not them. And no dear. Me so cry to be like me encourage sa subai no. Say ubetimi edidi president at them, even if you are a staff of Maslock, and it's not something that I made him go through the process.
It's the same NDC for now by no ya to be atwene ha no ya to be atwene no say wo no say CIC wo so no and they say wo so no the crack say
and na me so my idea was say me
because this one feel say anytime you guys are in power more the nationalistic mask.
Yeah, obi cancer asem ni bi che. O si de bia NDC ye ba power. Ni abeboaboa. Ni ema anu egu ho. No man no is in a good shape. Ye fi ho a na ebinom aba beskata no. Omo skata ni esan ba. Ni asan ba be ye ni yie. Na ya ye ni yie. Omo ba because
so mama also send message me. Also so ani mu NDC no. As always, keep them there and keep those who help the party members out. Last minute. So these are the sentiments.
Oh no, you see, it's not about keep them there. What I say, it's about the fact that nipa no emra ewo mining. The person is a staff.
No yusumra.
But say omo yusu mrano. That is where we should understand. Omo yusu emrano. And nti na Ghana for who say no, and Kofo they don't deserve to rule Ghana again.
Okay.
In the end year, 57% of Ghanaians believe say the way a omo bu ye no, omo mbu ni ye because obi wo hwa o ye NDC ni, ba ne papa ye MPP ni, ne mami ye NDC ni, ne papa ye MPP ni. Enti no opamu ono akwala na ne mami MPP ni na o support wo party no onye aduane ndi ne papa NDC no nso onye aduane na no akwala no MPP ni no nso onye aduane ndi
to me say omo ni breba so
omo de beba also you get it. So if you also take over, you shouldn't do what are omo ye Ghana for feel say omo anye ni ye ni nti omo pa mo omo fi ade so no I was say o take a balance now, making sure say as much as you are not toeing to the line of the opponent, you are also trying to satisfy a party for now. Almost so support abino. Almost so ye Ghana for. That is where I always want to draw the line that yes say ye party for keke. Almost ye Ghana for. And this ye ma Ghana for juma, ye ma Ghana for loans, ye ma Ghana for cars or mudi be juma. Or ye NDC niya, almost ye Ghana into onye bia. It is okay. So for me, it is not like bibia. But so kwabras unim say nye bibia so na nye betimi atma ene yaka. But we are doing our best. I can tell you, those who have come to see me, party for mabehu me, omo muni mi abedi nkomo and all that, they will tell you say me intimi so 100% cry. I try as much as possible to come midway.
Obi send message say ma adwadifo no ena ya mo focus no ewo.
Yeah.
Now normally yesia na adwuma ni gina nkran Kumase but Maslock enko hinterland sinenko for budgets can continue. So that issue.
Oh, bakwabna hwe MPP aban omo abusia ni bi wo hinterland. I can tell you as we speak, me chasing crofo bi wo Savannah region. Omo executives na ka chom se memo muntua. Yes. And then there's a group of people are omo no o hwehwe omo kra nwe mu no mo wan hwe ya okwa ya so mu nyina ya fulani fo no omo no from omo se ko Samir office na ko biso kokoje brom.
You don't mean it.
I'm telling you omo se omo de second lady na edis kana mo omo ene yanka nchom so mbetua o befro nti omo boa me so me boa. But that is what they will tell you.
Oh, Ghana.
My regional manager two lines to say Savannah region. Obekachiro. Northeast the Bobo. It's sad, but Achianzo Mbuye. Achia Mbuye.
Oh, Maka, you see, Madame whom you say Achianzo Mbuye or say Esnakasabi Buena. We had the idea of minor side of the so because I'm just wondering the quantum of money across those places.
So that's what I've told you. That's what I've told you. As we speak, you see car a walk came ankene ekitaya. You bet me dia ye juma amagana ma markets on watom 430 million Ghana cedis.
Hey.
430 million Ghana cedis. Banyami adom ye baye ye jeje nkakra. Me fan say so far since February till now I've recovered about 9 million.
Still do.
Mindru 10% impoye. Mindru 10%.
Oba recommend say money police service beye juma na mono mu ye juma and that's about private debt recovery.
We have started a process. Yeah, sure how that process will go. Into na meka say nyame ya adoma if the 1st of October air corner ye be danka. Into ya started our process no. Yeah, start immediately I took over no ye national security Eliezer and ye shase and national security has been very helpful to us.
Okay.
The yajiji so far no. Most me wo ho na national security operative afreme o ma cheka wo sunyan o ma cheka wa ha o ma cheka and they've been very very helpful to us. The next phase is what we are going into, where we are liaising with the police, the military, everybody. She mami bi kwabna mami bi wo Jowlu Junction. Fiesta Royal. Fiesta Royal. Perez opposite. Or ton ediane wo hodom. Nyankasa me to me car eko. Kacha mi say o allocation here de man. Maslo car na ye de amano no. O say allocation here de man. My officers call her fair langas be gu omoso.
Hey.
Yes, I'm telling you. Ain't you know? But so the next phase, no, like I've said, no. ASA, we are liaising with security operatives to help us. Yebeye no so ni ahwe eno so results. Once we get that result and I said the effect, we check and see which one is better. Then there's also the proposal to look at private debt collectors.
Okay.
Omubejiji saske ibi amaye. So we are looking at it. I have a lot of MPs on my list, so and it runs across any NDC form, any MPP form, NDC for count. That's one I have written officially to the Speaker of Parliament, and I'm doing more details in ama send a speaker, because when we start
the media phone be Eddie or
bebre kwa and musicians from a presidents.
How life for now on board reggae?
Omunina. She say Bray Bibi Bill. Maybe feeding nina. Somewhere.
Bill some Oyata.
Former musical president.
Kwakubo.
Yes.
Kwakubo Hame. Obo Hame dodo.
Oh, TikTok money now.
Hey.
It's sad though. It's sad. If I tell you, what's nothing now share your money beer. Untimi imagine how, because obi wo share a car did that one na. And yes, it can be untimi chia.
Otonyum what mpacho obianka dine somewhat.
Menka na someone more.
Bianca dine somewhat.
You dine someone is wrong.
Entino so ubonyum na say wo Accra FM so Joy FM said the obejis kana koto microphone na so obejis kano e dia koto konsu na say
most of them the ne say omoje cars bebre na e cars no omoje say e bia omode ye Uber. Most of them cars in Ketwa. So you say your cars in Ketwa.
Yes.
Ye Uber ebe ye adwuma nkakra e de amano. O nan say kra de ye actors in penifo ne baako. Me driver ene hu no wo kwa mu. Ye gina no kra afi na senia aye mobo no. O se obeba office no aba abechia and yes you yate.
Na asofo no bi so
menya hu sofo bi aye.
Omo de se kesi ba no.
Fojo de pen mahu.
Osofo ntim fojo.
Bono so aba be redeem. Wa be redeem ne de. Wa be chia.
Asemo enkrofo de ba ai na patapa patapa si yo. Patapa mo yonkoro no. Wasi yo. Patapa si yo.
Ni din ankasa o use.
Enfi omo go kasa mechanipa. Na media for the idea obo ba omo ma won si omo platform so bi o.
So one of the things we are going to do from 1st October is you be publishing names no.
Problem o.
You be publishing names no. From 1st October.
Asoja forum.
Me hum police ni minya.
Wom de be bia wom beje. Be bia cruiseway.
No police ni.
Oh, everywhere.
Minya hum soja ni
ya go for way. It's a police ni pa no tie no so we do frupo so ye die yo. I also am ba.
Ai. Ba kokra de meji ye amfa ma no biom because ye hwa nya de obetua.
Fire service room. Yeah.
Fire phone. Soja phone na mi hu ye. Soja for the minyan hun soja ni bia din wom, but MPs wom, former ministers, current ministers, ministers be so.
Oh, some ya case. Yampon be hardware.
And ye be publish list no. And check.
We didn't come
from 1st October.
Come on, kakra.
Sir.
Yeah. I saw everybody knew. From
1st October, you be publish a list no.
Let's say 20 say.
And 29th. Inti wukwada
problem about
yawada. Yeah, the list never out because that we said we will do it, and I think that as a leader, if you say you do something and you don't do it, then Emma Ekoyeti said your own year effective. Inti no. Ya more sa grace period no. Ya enough announcements and they say platform a very big platform and I'm saying it here into your be 8 year. Unim BBC wo Upper West region me deputy baako ofi Upper West nti ye publication no oye oka ade no wo omkrom kasem on their radio station, a radio station na eko very far. The next morning my regional manager friend me obisa me say madam adan de na esi na me say di asem o say ni pass line won the office bisa me pacho me din wo mu ana omo behwe say omo din wo ho say mostly MPP for no omo behwe say omo din wo ho say omo de car na so omo din wo ho na omo de car na omo ntua because omo gidi say bia ye betimi di omo din akwa jisika ye mfa mo enti no unya sure say bia wa beji Maslock facility bi unya sure say we udin wo mu ana say udin ni mu a if you get to us ukoye regional offices ni bia omo be check am udin wo mu ana quietly wetua asem bia ni
be bacho ECG ni video cause I'm for there. If I get them, say we
a special project. Me kwa check ya ma.
Say ECG ni
kwa check ya ma.
Me kwa disika no. Like on na dwi. Mu aka so de ada de me no. Me yo bi atuaka. ECG ni bia di.
Me nyan enka me but I'll check for you. Because ye bisa baby omedwuma. And you see another thing is that Kwabena, some of them are so cruel.
Wow. Very
cruel to the extent say what je are buying property. Where would say wunchi can tracker eshekam. We to tracker
no to actually.
Ebimo wa car no send ya yenim say car net no. Wasesa car ne yebre.
But that is thievery. It's a microphone way them No, I'm not for both how. Trust me, the anger here, yes, I may try some way you say they are coming on down. But and yes, behind this fool, the normal people coming on the page are so angry like Ghana, what is happening?
So it should tell you what has happened in the last 8 years. Maslock has been run like Obi charity that is what has happened for the past 8 years. It has not been run as a business. You're running Maslock as a business for the past 8 years. Because the ultimate kojisi campo obi ho obi a wonye Ghana ni a foreign bank na obecheche man krofo na kacho mu se memo muntua. Then I don't know what you are doing.
Live Rock 100.5 Citizen Show. Me pacho obi abusa se bobi ansa di wo mu ana. Me no obi aka apart from bonsam nam de ka. Enso me twem half.
ECG for ana.
ECG for there be some you know. So kabako di wo mu a kama dru ni fie sesi a. Na bonsam nam de ka yekra na se me twa half. Na me twa half. And ma se de bon se on to ne boada me nyini. No baba beji. Say unyanyi ye etruhwi e kare de be che papa onungwa nam de ka anyway